Today was just like a long well, it was a ball and chain day. And I'm single. Not that type of ball and chain. But recently, I guess past few days has just been a succession of failures. And then towards the end of today, it was just failures. It was kind of like a long string of that throughout the day. I don't think the majority of people who would call themselves stupid are actually intelligent. There's some weird. I hear that from people. Well, if you're intelligent, you're gonna think you're stupid. It's like I think you may actually be stupid, and you are picking up on what other people are saying, signaling. I think is what it is, right? Whatever, signaling that you're not capable of picking up on this. This being maybe something you could pick up on. That's the interesting thing, is that I've met people who are definitely intelligent, but who have no problem writing off pretty much everyone else's intelligence. So to me, I'm like, maybe you are yourself, you're only kind of smart. The true brains that I've met they're either real angry or extremely accepting, and it's like they're either quick to treat someone like an idiot, or they really don't treat anyone like that. Like, it's almost like they don't assess the intelligence level of the person right in front of them, and they're able to just interact as they need to and not be friction filled, friction generating. It's interesting though when someone doesn't hide their perception of you. For whatever reason it is, it's interesting. When someone's headed out the door of your life, whenever, I mean, like just co-worker finding a different job, or so a customer no longer showing up somewhere and their regular place, and you're used to serving them, their demeanor changes, and then you realize, dang, I haven't seen this person in like a year. Well, the reason their demeanor changed, they knew they weren't coming back, or they knew they were done with you specifically. But some people, they go through this daily, or they go through this versions of that throughout the day, I guess, where they're able to hide how they feel about someone, and then other times they can't. Like it seeps out of the filter. The particulates of hate are a little too small for the behavioral mesh filter, so it comes through, and so there's just this cloud of ambivalence emanating from the person. I mean, ambivalence at best. It strikes me that this is just kind of like purposeless rambling, but it isn't. It isn't totally purposeless. It's like 2% purposeful. I guess it's like gold panning. I mean, you're just dealing with sand. Sometimes you know, the only way to find the gold is you just have to deal with sand. But ultimately, and then you have to pan correctly. I watched a lot of Gold Rush stuff on Discovery Channel. But because I have no interest in paying a therapist anymore, like I'm one of the people that I don't speak to enough humans naturally, that I've tried therapies. I've been to several of them, varieties of them. And I'm no genius, but I think I got the gist of it. And I don't feel like giving that system any more money. I'd rather just potentially expose myself to shame on the internet just to speak. Because there's a chance, because this would really be the opposite of paying someone who doesn't care about me. I mean, God, what is the oldest profession in the world again? It's mean to say, but I mean, to not say. This is a weird part of my life, though, for sure. Assuming I make it out. It's weird because I'm realizing that well, I've said it before, but I was taught to have too much heart. It's weird. Like, at least here in this place, this time, to just disregard what other people are up to in order to get your own is the only way that it seems like people are. You having that mode is required for dealing with Americans. Like, you somehow have to be like pretty much totally self-interested. Not even like minding your business. I mean, like thinking that you are the main character, even though that's old. You have. It's weird. It's weird. Because I'm not incapable of dealing with any of it. it's like that meme with the on one side here is the wolf pup and it has an arrow in its back and it's like all destroyed, and then over here there's a grown wolf and there's like 20 arrows in its back, but it's standing up and it's not hurt. It's like that. It's like, I mean, this. And somehow, just like the passage of time makes those arrows smaller. But they are like the arrows that Ben Stiller was getting shot with in Night at the Museum, where they numb and inhibit. They aren't deadly, but they cloud. And I already prefaced this by saying it's a failure of a day, of several days. I mean, arguably of everything, but I mean, so you should understand. It should go without saying that this is just a bunch of pathetic stuff. But to go deeper into that, at this point in my life, I don't actually have anyone I could have this conversation with. Like, there's no one. Which is my fault. Maybe there would never be anyone I could have this conversation with. Because there is no conversation, it's just a mirror, mirror on the wall. It's worse than that. But what I feel makes sense, I guess. Completely. Like, I look at the facts and I'm not surprised at any of it. So I'm not anguished in that sense. I was made really just to be like in a jungle tribe, but this is as far away from that as you could possibly get. It's like each of us is. It's easier for everyone essentially to be by themselves than ever, and yet everyone is infantilized more and more than ever. So everyone is just like a big abandoned child. I mean, at least that's how they act. I mean, that's how I feel. And I hold it together better than the vast majority of people that, I mean, I sometimes I think I don't, but I look at what people are up to. I'm like, I mean, I think I hold it together pretty well. Not that it's an accomplishment. I mean, if you're functioning, that's a given. And you would better keep it that way. It's a baseline. There's no other alternative. It's weird, like listening to this, it would sound like doomer stuff, I guess. But I ain't one, not really. I'm just beat to shit. That doomer stuff to me is gay, in the negative sense. And I like gay people. But I mean, abhorrent. It's got to mean something though, because I guess I mechanically try to turn my feelings off. Because it's pussy shit to have feelings if you're a man. It's not a good thing. So I do actually try to do my man thing and turn my feelings off. But I mean, obviously I can't. And maybe I shouldn't wish that I could. I think I have at times wished completely that I could. Just not have any level of softness or care or courtesy toward others. It's like I see what people are able to do when they just don't care. But I can't. I mean, I can't not think that the world matters, and I can't not care about what other people are feeling. I've thought to myself that I shouldn't care, and I should just mechanically know when to be nice, like a narcissist. Like I would be able to maneuver better, but like maybe it comes down to intelligence. And I know for a fact I was just straight up lied to about how intelligent I was by some people, but thankfully I've been made more aware recently of how bad it is. But thankfully, if you keep your mouth shut, no one really cares. The saying goes, it better to be silent and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. I don't know if it is better, but that is what happens. But then what is that life? That like you are just a giant clown